Maybe this was just another way of protecting all the people who assaulted women and children through Epstein over the years. Another interesting thing about all these Epstein files being released is, do you think in the long run that this kind of helps the perps? All these files are being released. However, there are still people out there who assaulted these women and children, and there's no statute of limitations on rape. Doesn't the releasing of all these files hurt the chances of getting them in a courtroom and getting them convicted of rape? I mean, everything has been released, not just evidence, everything. Uncorroborated claims, unsubstantiated claims, hearsay, the constant media coverage of all of this over the last 6 years. Won't this hurt any case they try to bring against anyone? See, in a normal world, we don't ever get to just see the raw investigation files. You're not going to be able to find a jury of 12 people anywhere in this country that hasn't seen or heard about all of this evidence, even the stuff that would not be admissible in court, which means there's no way they can be an impartial jury. They're going to have already developed a bias for or against the people accused against the victims of Epstein. Shepard versus Maxwell, 1966 case. Dr. Sam Shepard committed murder. He was convicted in a court of law for murder. But after the conviction, so it wasn't even a mistrial, but after the conviction, due to the amount of media attention, and this is just media attention, he appealed the conviction and got the conviction overturned on the grounds of that there was no way to have a fair and impartial jury because of all the media attention. This was after the jury heard all of the evidence presented in court, not the inadmissible stuff, but the evidence, and they still got the conviction overturned. So I hold to what I've always said about this Epstein case. We shouldn't be seeing any of the evidence during investigations. The arrests should speak for themselves. And then all that hearsay stuff, all of the uncorroborated tip line crap, we would never even know about. We wouldn't hear about the stuff that's admissible in court until the jury hears it. The jury would not be able to form a bias on this person based on inadmissible evidence. Should not be releasing all this stuff. Do your investigations, and if there's evidence to charge someone for their actions through Epstein, charge them, indict them, and put them on trial. Now, it's all so convoluted. There's just no way they're ever going to find an impartial jury anywhere in the country. If any of these women press actual rape charges or the DOJ presses any charges against any of the perps in the Epstein files, there will be no shock from my end if it doesn't even get to court because of mistrial. And do you ever think maybe that was part of the plan? If we dilute it so much now with fake information and uncorroborated information and stuff that would be inadmissible in court, there's no way it's even going to be able to get to court.